Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwyn's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. If you are a new face, welcome in. It's good to have you here. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, soul family. Please know that my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Anything that comes up in the areas of law, finance, mental health, or physical health, please ensure that if they are resonating with you, that you are speaking to someone who is qualified and a professional in those areas, as I do not claim to be one. If I say he, she, masculine or feminine, I'm just picking up on energies. It's up to you whether or not you assign a gender. Swap the gender around, throw it out the window, leave it as it is, okay? Know that my readings are for confirmation of what you already intuitively know. So anything that comes up that is shocking, is news to you, makes you feel uncomfortable, it's not for you, and it's okay. As this is a collective reading, I am picking up on many energies, and not all of the reading or all of the readings that I do will be for you. Okay, so let's crack on and see what's happening. Oh goodness, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I've got my bell as well, so if you have any kind of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device now. Okay. And it's the sound of silence. I've got that song in my head. And let's see what wants to come up. Something to do with control. Someone wanting to control. I might have to actually stop that out because otherwise it's going to set off the fire alarm on you. Come hither. Someone here wants to control some sort of narrative. They don't like that you're being quiet or you're keeping something to yourself. Or someone here is not showing their entire hand in something. And someone wants to know what your next move is or why you were quiet for a certain amount of time. Like, what have you been working on? Support has come out. They don't know what your support system is. They don't know what projects you've been working on because this is empty. There may be someone coming in to support someone in the collective. What do we need to know? Self-worth, self-love is in reverse, and spark is upside down. Oh my goodness. And then you have rejection in reverse, okay, and romance in reverse. So this is a pushy energy. Someone here wants to know what support you have, whether you're dating someone. What is your level of self-care? Or there's someone here who does not take care of themselves or does not have a very high... they don't regard someone in very high esteem. Because you have self-love in reverse. We also have self-worth in reverse. I heard a contract was broken. Something was broken, a mirror was broken, a portal was closed, something along those lines. And then you have spark in reverse. So I don't know if this was some sort of glamour spell that went wrong. I heard a Venusian love artist or con artist. Somebody who uses the energy of Venus quite a lot. Or maybe they use Aphrodite or Freya or Hathor. But this one being blank, why was it blank with rejection upside down? I heard somebody wants to force someone's hand. Okay, so now you've got evidence coming out. And then you've also got the blank card. And you've got influence. With fear underneath. Someone's really... with open up underneath. Someone here is very worried that someone's going to open up about something that they have been talking about. They're fearful that there's evidence on how they guided someone to do something to bring in a lack of self-worth and a self-love. Like, that's where that Venusian love con artist of some sort, what have they been up to? So someone here is watching and wants to know why you have such support around you or how you healed something. And now they're worried about evidence being leaked. Knight of Cups has come out to the Eight of Swords. They're really worried that something's going to get leaked. about some sort of manipulation, some sort of catfishing, con artistry. I heard con artistry. 10 of Wands has come out. So some sort of plan to place a burden on someone. Excuse me. My throat went really dry when I said that. Tell me more about the 10 of Wands. What are they fearful about? Tower. So there is a tower that's impending for someone, or there may have been a tower that was planned for someone here in the collective, and it was all down to some sort of love scam that either didn't go right, or there's evidence of someone purposely manipulating information so that other people would help them. Because I'm getting with that influence card, someone starting a rumor or a lie. What's the tower? Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands to the King of Swords in reverse. Someone took it into their own hands to act as if they were like really grown. Knight of Wands is rushing forward. It's also a very sexy energy. Acting mature. There was something about they have to act mature to bring in this tower. But you've got the King to the Queen of Swords. So this was a couple doing this. Or this is a couple doing this. To the Chariot. So this may also still be a plan. This still may be something that's going on. But with the King of Swords in reverse, this is someone doing something illegally. Or doing something that they thought that they were above the law from. The Queen of Swords in reverse is a lot of manipulation. A lot of manipulation. To Chariot. A lie about being healed. What's going on with this couple? Or this is a couple who don't even like each other, but they may be married. They don't like each other. There's no spark with them. There's no spark whatsoever. So this is like, I had business as usual. Why are all my cards upside down? Let me just make sure. Business as usual. So this is some sort of venture that they do together to keep them out of lack. And I'm hearing the song by Shaggy, Wasn't Me. Said you caught me in the shower, or was it me? Na, 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 na. Was it me? So I don't know if this is an open relationship, but what is the evidence? You've got Page of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands in reverse. Why am I getting it's almost like it's giving me Andrew Tate kind of pimping people out energy. There's some sort of pimping out of someone happening here. That self-worth to self-love in reverse with no spark. And it's business as usual. I don't know if somebody was trying to get someone to sleep with like this King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. But it was to put a mark on someone. Or someone was supposed to be a target. Because that 10 of Wands to the Tower, I don't know if this is like human moving around, if you know what I mean, like when you're stuck in traffic. I don't like saying the words together because sometimes it gets flagged up through YouTube. But it's giving me that energy. And something went terribly wrong, especially with the 6 of Wands in reverse. No victory for this person here. This Page of Cups. And this being upside down. So this was definitely a ruse. Especially with the Ace of Cups here. This is investing in... It's almost like... Because the Page of Cups is somebody who is very young. It's almost like that summer love. Or your puppy love. Or the first... When you first start dating someone. And you get the butterflies in your stomach. And you're feeling really nervous. It's very cutesy energy, but with it being in reverse to the Ace of Cups, someone wanted an investment into some sort of scam. It was a scam of some sort. And I heard collectibles, because you've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse here. Doing this was getting someone out of finances, out of like financial trouble. or they were owed, or they wanted to control a situation, or there's a masculine's very controlling, the feminine's very controlling, but they're picking targets that are have very low self-worth or self-esteem. This is really giving me they tried doing this to someone in the collective and it didn't work. Yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, can't pick it up, one sec. And Eight of Pentacles, it didn't work. They were going to give some sort of gift to someone or take something. Money. There's a lot of investments happening here because you've got the Ace of Cups, which is about the cup flow, runneth over, being so aligned and happy and almost like in love. But this isn't love. This is like fake love, which is why it's giving me escort, or it's giving me human stuck in traffic kind of energy. Ace of Pentacles coming out, but Six came out first. Six of Pentacles. Now I'm going to place this one here. They wanted to take something illegally. They want to take someone. This is almost like kidnapping. Is this a kidnap? What is going on here? To the Ace of Pentacles. They really invested in this. They put money in this. There was something... it's almost like they bet that something would work. Or they were very cocky because it had worked so many times before. But with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, there's something that they hadn't mastered, or there's something that just didn't work out the way they thought it would. And part of that is that whoever it was that was supposed to come forward to kind of bamboozle or distract whoever the target is in the collective, they were expecting the person in the collective to be easily bowled over by this person's sex appeal, or by this person being very charming, be it, a he, she, they. Because I don't know if it's the Queen of Swords in reverse or the King of Swords. But they were expecting somebody to quite easily be, bowled over and be like, oh my gosh, yes, date me. Oh yes, take me out, blah, blah, blah. And there was some sort of plan here. I don't know if it was to have you, dress up to the nines and meet them at a restaurant, or and they're like, no, meet me around the back, or my car's here, or blah, blah, blah. And then to bundle someone into a car or something. But it didn't work out. It didn't work out because this person, whether that's you, the person you're thinking of, someone in the collective was not interested in this energy. They weren't interested. There was no spark. There was none. And with that Venusian energy coming through, I don't know. Why am I getting like some sort of mirror magic went wrong? Because that self-worth card here, I don't know if they had done something to someone's mirrors. With that blue and purple there to block someone's intuition and how you communicate. But I did feel like there was a smashed mirror or broken glass or something along those lines. It didn't work. It's left them in I heard hot and bothered. Because I feel like they owe money. They are not the top dog. They're not even the middleman. They are like on the lower rungs, and they have many bosses above them. This tower that's dropping on them, this 10 of Wands with this self-love in reverse. I don't know what they work with as well, but I heard cough up, or someone's coughing. So whatever they invested in, whatever money they put in, whatever they vouched for, they're now being told to pay up on more than one level, 5D and 3D. And they can't pay. They can't pay. Different deck. Yeah, what deck would you like me to get out? That one over there. This one. Okay. They can't pay. Oh! What were they supposed to pay? Looking at where the planet Mercury is in your chart will help you understand your communication style and how you process and absorb information. Those born under Cancer are highly sensitive, intuitive, and emotional. They are also prone to moodiness and protecting their feelings under a hard exterior. So this doesn't even have to be a couple. This can be siblings. This could be like a brother and a sister, or a brother and a brother, or a cousin and a cousin. There's definitely two people that are working together though. It may be, I had on the instructions of family, or there's issues within their family now as a kickback because they didn't give something to this Venusian energy. And I don't feel like it's a Venusian goddess or something, like I said at the start, but they're working with something that works with like love or glamour spells or sexy spells, I don't know, or come to me. It could be like a come to me spell, but with that self-love in reverse, it didn't work. They need someone to be wounded. Like I said, they're picking people who are traumatized or really disempowered or have no self-esteem or self-worth, and they pick the wrong one. They pick the right one, you know, because this is karma. This is happening for a reason. I feel like you've got Cancer underneath here again. All right. Someone's family member is really stepping up, and I mean family member in the ethers is really stepping up and protecting someone here. And I felt this coming through in my last reading, because you also have here the placement of Neptune in your chart explains your psychic intuition and how you dream. Someone's dreams are very important right now, and I feel like there could have been a family member or a unit that work as a family that were trying to either block something from coming through in a dream download, or were trying to analyze your next steps or someone's next steps. And this takes us back to the start of that reading with they're drawing a blank. They don't understand why this didn't work the way they thought it would. So someone here may be trying to get into someone's dream state, but you have a guardian, or I'm getting like grandparent or a family member, be it an ancestor from hundreds of years ago, or be it, you know, someone who's just passed over. They are coming through as a bouncer. Your name's not in, or your name's not down, you're not coming in. No, you can't slip me a 20. You are not coming in. That's the energy that I'm getting. They could be a Leo, you could be a Leo. It could be a Leo that's trying to get into someone's energy here. Mercury. So someone is really having to think about this. Or somebody was able to logically analyze. I heard someone's emails. I don't know if there was like an email that you were supposed to open, or someone was supposed to open, or there was a message that you were supposed to open, but I'm seeing the reflection. It's almost like someone standing in front of the mirror in their bedroom or their bathroom or wherever it is, but seeing on the other side like it's a double-sided mirror, even though it's not. So it's like there was the need for someone in the collective to open up an email or open up some sort of phone message or whatever it was while standing in front of a mirror. It was supposed to activate something and it didn't happen like that, or the mirror was blocked by an ancestor, or it smashed. That's what I mean by a mirror smashed. I don't feel like it's smashed in front of, like, say, this Queen of Swords or King of Swords in reverse when they were doing their voodoo, hoodoo, whatever. I feel like it's on the other side. So if mirrors are portals and they were trying to open something to send something over, or to make some sort of spell work stronger so that you would be easily manipulated, it was cracked or it was broken on the side of whatever energy was supposed to come through. Because someone's guardian, someone's loved one was like, this ain't happening. So you can watch this person open the phone if you want, but I'm going to smash that mirror the minute that you try to have a look, get some glass in your eye. That kind of energy, this is coming through from somebody's ancestor, somebody's guardian. They're not having it. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, did not expect that. Yeah, I've been told to get out a deck that I don't have out, so give me 1 second. I'm going to grab it from behind the camera. You just showed it to me. and it's the one that's mixed up with loads of different decks. I've got a whole box back here with loads. Gimme. Let's see if I can grab it. Oh my goodness gracious, there's some in there that are not supposed to be there. So this is the deck. Yeah, first chakra, Archangel Michael, very protected. Very protected. In the dream state as well. And it says here for Gemini. So they're talking about this. There seems to be, there's either a lack of communication or there's a lot of blaming on each other, because you've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't wish to take responsibility, or they're trying to figure out how they can move this tower to someone else. What you want to be known, what is believed about, use the quickest way, and then peaceful amongst thorns. They're talking about your healing. This came out in my last reading. Very, 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 very disappointed that you have healed something and that you're so very protected. They're talking about this. They're trying to figure out your communication style, how you process and absorb information. How is this so protected? Yeah, look, because you've got door of healing, the door to healing and happiness, and it's upside down. They want to know why they weren't able to get through. They want to know who exactly it is that's protecting you. And you've got a Leo coming out again. So a Leo could be trying to figure this out, or it could be that a Leo, that you are a Leo, or they're trying to affect your fifth house, that calling in the storm. They're trying again. This is psychically as well. They want to know what it is that you do at night time to protect yourself. And some of you don't actually do anything. Your ancestors are just with you. And look, yeah, luck is on your side. Some of you don't actually have to do anything. You're just there. You're protected. Your root chakra especially. Your root chakra is very, very, very protected right now. I'm going to make sure I get the cards the right way round. There's a lot of conflicting energies coming through. The answers you need are coming. Okay, tell me some more. What do we need to know? The end of a tough cycle approaches. So whoever they are, these people have put themselves in a world of, I don't know, but they're in trouble. Okay, and this was supposed to be the end of a tough cycle for them. It was supposed to bring, and I knew it was to do with the fifth house because it's got creativity on here. They were supposed to put you, I heard the puppeteer. The puppeteer was supposed to place more strings with creativity coming out in reverse. They're trying to figure out what would wound you and stop you from being creative, or what would stop you from investing in that. But they don't realise that it's a time for healing, that all the answers that you need are coming to you because you've been healing, because you've been working through your fears. Okay, and with regret being in reverse, somebody has moved away from shame or sitting in regret. And I think they're talking about this. This could be a family member talking about why you have such self-worth and self-love for yourself, that you are a healer of all ages, or someone here is a healer of all ages. And the truth is coming out about this, that you are very, very protected for a reason. I don't know if they've been telling people that you were fake, or that you were a phony, or someone here was a phony. Yeah, I say that, and look what comes out, masquerade. Someone's been saying that you've been wearing a mask of some sort, that you aren't awakened, that you're not going to know when things come towards you because you aren't actually who you say you are. There's definitely been a push into someone's dream state. They really want to see whether or not the persona of who you are on screen, I heard. So for those who have an online presence, whether that's your actual presence, Alone in the Wild has come out. And I was just saying in my last reading about the difference between being alone and loneliness, or, isolation. And that for many, they see isolation as something that should break someone. But if you are sitting in 3D energy of needing validation from others, from constantly distracting yourself, from knowing thyself, from healing thyself, then isolation is the worst thing for you, because it means that you actually have to address the wounds that you have, that you've been running from. But when you are more in your 5D energy of knowing thyself, of working through your fears, isolation does nothing more than put you in your Virgoan energy of the 6th house of the Hermit, of illuminating things within yourself that you didn't see before, but you're very comfortable with seeking out the truth in, because you know you're protected and because you respect yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And someone here is learning this and they don't like it. They don't like the fact that you can be alone and still be okay. So there was definitely this intent to isolate someone here. They really wanted someone in hurt or vulnerable. But you've got the 4th chakra archangel Raphael coming out. There's been a lot of heart healing. And the 5th house, power of love, investment gambles and other games, your creations. This was about getting you into a vulnerable position, or someone in the collective into a vulnerable position, so that someone could be jumped. But this is more to do with human, like I was saying. Someone took a massive gamble on this. They took a massive gamble on... There's a family member who invested in this. Now, this could be the family member of whoever the Queen and King of Swords in reverse are. This could be your family member or someone's family member in the collective. But they're talking about the rapid healing that someone's gone through. Especially in the 4th house. Especially in the 4th house. Strategy. This is what they're trying to figure out when it comes to your heart space. How did you do this? How were you able to continue healing? And they do feel like there's something within your memories. Someone may want to go to therapy. Happy families come out, and then Magician and Mirror in reverse. And then 3rd chakra archangel Chamuel. They don't understand how, because this Magician in the Mirror is very much for me like smoke and mirrors. It's very much to do with smoke and mirrors. This being in reverse. Someone's quite cross here that they didn't see. They haven't seen there's a certain memory that someone holds close to them as their safe space. Okay, that card was quite dramatic. There's a memory that is like a safe space for someone here, and it's reminding me of the Fight Club when Edward Norton goes into one of the, I can't remember which one it is. He goes into one of the group therapy kind of sessions, and they say, find your safe space. And then you see him in his head trying to go to his safe space, but what's her name is there. And she's like, where's your safe space? And he's got nowhere that he can go, like mentally or physically. And that's the energy that I was getting here, of them wanting to take away something about a childhood memory that was safe for you, or a memory that connects you to your inner child, that makes you feel safe, that gives you strong boundaries. Yeah, no, you've got giving and receiving. Someone's going to get really bad karma for what they've done. Tell me more about this strategy. Yeah, daughter romance is in reverse. This is about getting you to not love yourself, or whoever it is in the collective not to love themselves, who you are, your desires and your actions. And for someone, I had a same-sex marriage. Someone doesn't like same-sex marriages. Perchance to dream. They're really trying to get into someone's dream state at the moment, and revenge is upside down. Why is it upside down? Libra relationships, the beauty of do it with your partner, and someone doesn't want you to take revenge. They may be trying to block or change the way you look at yourself also, so that when you are disempowered, you wouldn't think to protect, it's not just protect yourself against this person or people or group, whoever this is, but so that you wouldn't want to avenge, or you wouldn't want to stand up for yourself, because standing up for yourself, that power of love that you have for yourself, is the quickest way that you heal, because it's the highest vibration that we have. And it is knocking towers down. It's bringing towers to their door, you just loving yourself. So for them, the way that they see you loving yourself is revenge to them, because it brings so much trouble to their door. So now they're trying to figure out a different way of getting into your heart space. No, not your heart space. They're thinking of, they're trying to strategize another way of getting into your dream state. It's to do with your sacral chakra as well. There's a lot to do with like your heart space downwards. seems to be where they're looking or where they're trying to block. Let me just switch off this heat up because this is super warm on my bottom. Tell me about the karma. What's going on with karma-wise? What do we need to know? Yeah, this person's broke. They've bound themselves to some sort of karmic debt. This could be Ra. Someone's got Ra on their team, or a sun god, or an energy that works with the sun. The creation of, the gaining of respect for or from things brought to life or light. Liberation and financial constraints have come out. You've also got the moon goddess in reverse. Okay, so this is all about things coming to light. This is why these people are panicking. This is why they're getting this massive tower, because whoever it is, that if they've got loads of bosses above them and they're not even middlemen, if they cannot, there's something about targeting someone in the collective, and if they can't do that, they're going to get outed. They literally end up being like the loose ends that need to be tied up for whoever the bosses are at the top. If you don't sort this out, then we need to get rid of you. Career upside down. Yeah, your career is done. They'll be losing their job, but losing more than just their job, if that makes sense. Okay? Because you've got liberation. Yeah, they're tied to something. They're tied to this. And they ain't getting paid for nothing. Their financial constraint. Oh, me goodness. Inspire others with. Be prepared to sacrifice for. Yielding is the only way to. And then you've got your third house. Get your ideas going. The idea in question by making the right connection. And then you've got Mars underneath. It's not even just what they've been doing. The more you talk about something or create something in a specific way, the more it's outing them. And this is concerning those who are above them. They had no affiliation. They want no affiliation. Resistance is upside down. I heard cut through it like butter. Cut through it like butter. And betrayal is upside down. Because it's removing the people that we don't need in our lives so that this blessing can come in. And I know I keep saying that, but there's something coming towards someone in the collective. This is why your guides are protecting you so hard right now. Keep speaking your truth, you guys. Inspire others with. Everything is vibration. Everything, it almost like is the ripple effect, right? So whatever it is that you are finding out about yourself or learning about yourself, good advice from a wise person, whatever's coming towards you is coming towards you because we're now tipping those scales of Mayat back into equilibrium as they should be. But to do so, that means that those who have been hiding in the dark now have to have the sun shone on their face and their actions, plenty of material things, and good advice from a wise person. What are these material things? We need to know. Always on the floor. Can we have it on the table, please? Table, please. Thank you. Let's have a look. Guaranteed success. Pay attention to your work because you have mastered something. You've literally mastered something. You've mastered calling in the storm by just healing yourself, and that's literally tipping those scales back in your favour. Whoever it is that these people work for, this is not just organised crime. These people are dabbling with something dark, something I don't like the look of or the feeling of. In need of help, assistance and guidance is upside down. You're being told that you're not going to need help with something because of how far you've come. What's on the floor? Oh my gosh, this is when I do chair yoga. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. Seek out information that will help you. Something to do with your dream state. You may be asked to actually write down the parts of your dreams that you remember, even if it's just a specific colour, for example, or a specific feeling, or a word, or a name, or a shape, whatever it may be. Start noting it down and maybe even get yourself a book on different dreams or Google the dream meaning. Be as Be as detailed as possible. Was your dream set in the daytime? Was it dusk? Was it nighttime? Were there people with you? Do you remember how many people? Were they tall? Were they short? Were they fat? Were they thin? How old were you? Could you see yourself? Any kind of detail that you can take from your dreams, even if they are the most vague, or if you wake up and you know you've just had a full adventure and it's slipping from you and all you can remember is there was a dude wearing a green jacket. That's fine, write it down, because the more that you do that, the more it will come back to you. But there's a need here for you to become intuitively your own detective when it comes to your dream states, because it came out in my last reading that there is definitely a guide that wants to come through with a message, and there is somebody in the background trying to block this dream download from coming to you, or messages coming to you. You can always ask your guides if you are finding it that you used to have vivid dreams and now you're not having dreams at all, or that you never really had dreams. You can ask them to bring those to you, those messages to you in different ways. You can ask them for signs. You can say, for example, I live next to a busy crossing, and the amount of times that I've just said, universe, send me a red truck if I need to do A, B, and C in the next 15 minutes. And if you want me to do A, B, and C instead, send me a white bicycle. You will get the answer. I'll get that red truck or I'll get that white bicycle within the 15 minutes, and it gives me the answer that I need. There's a need for someone here to do this, to think outside of the box, because when it comes to your dream state, if you're not remembering your dreams, you're being told to seek out information that will help you with that. It could be hypnosis. It could be past regression that opens up your third eye or your crown chakra. But you need to start looking into that, because you do have messages from guardians, even from Archangel Michael, that want to come through and speak to you. Someone's got a blocked throat chakra. So that's again to do with communication. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing a song. More than words is all we have to do to make it real. Then you wouldn't have to say that you loved me, 'cause I'd already know. I don't know if you know who sang that. Is that Extreme? More Than Words? I can't remember. But that song's coming through. Now, I don't know if that is a message coming from a loved one who's passed away, or if this is a message about a loved one, and to kind of like a warning on who this King of Swords in reverse is and who this Queen of Swords is, because they're very envious. You've got storm warning and you've got calling in the storm, so they're going to try again. All right, because they know you've got miracles coming around the corner. They know that you've got miracles coming around the corner. And it says nothing is yet set in stone. So they feel like that nothing's yet set in stone, and that they can change this. They can do something to make you vulnerable, or put someone here in the collective in a vulnerable position, be that mentally, psychically, physically, so that they can kidnap or do whatever the stupidness is that they're trying to do. All right. For some people, they may be trying to break someone's sleep. So it's important that you are getting rest, especially with rest and rejuvenation being in reverse. This is trying to weaken someone. Virgo, methods for the healing power of, the analysing of, resulting from the perfectionism of. So this is to do with your 6th house, and blocking you from your door of spirit. Okay, they want somebody in scarcity because they are so broke right now. This person is broke. This man holding the heart in reverse, this King of Swords in reverse, is broke. They're running out of money, and I heard they're running out of time. They're running out of time. Yeah, yin and yang is in reverse. This person's very out of balance. 11th house, freedom, associations, your circle of friends. People are talking about this. Somebody within your circle of friends, be that your present circle of friends, circle of friends when you were at college, your circle of friends at school or at work or wherever you are. Please remember that my channel is for 18 plus. Someone's talking about this, someone knows about this, and someone's very impatient in getting some sort of results, or they've been told they have a specific amount of time to bring in this tower. Otherwise, there's going to be more towers coming towards them. What is the tower right now? 7th house. Relationships get a fair deal. Taurus. It's all to do with money. And you've got caring connections in reverse. This is some PIMP energy. All right. Resources to maintain the practicality of, resulting from the productivity of. So this person may have had their money cut off. Someone here has had their cash flow stopped. They may have lost their job, like their daytime job. That's the tower that's come in for these people. And you've got alchemy upside down because they didn't heal. They went to some sort of energy expecting it to do something for them, but it didn't work that way. This Egyptian energy, whatever energy they went to with this alchemy, Queen Nefertiti coming out, they literally wanted to turn lead into gold. I don't know if they got a djinn or they got something that they were trying to control. Especially at the start, we had that energy of like a love goddess or love god or some sort of god that manipulates or creates glamour or something. I can't put my finger on it. But with it being in reverse, no, it has definitely blown up in their face. They don't have resources, or they don't have some sort of contract, or they don't have the backing that they thought they had or they were going to get. Sacred lust is in reverse, so they've been using some sort of SEX magic or some sort of distorted sensual energy that was supposed to block someone's creativity or block someone's sacral chakra. Hello, what's going on here? A community, a whole flipping community were doing this. A whole community has this 10 of Wands energy. Oh, so this self-love in reverse and self-love, because we've had for ages, it's been coming up and then going and then coming up and then going. A theme running through like a lot of the tarot community talking about this guy with his harem of women and it being really culty. I feel like it definitely is, but this harem of women, it's more that these women are being like made to be ladies of the night, because I don't really want to use certain words that will be flagged up. Wow, so something's happening to a whole community because they all were involved in some way. Whether they were involved because they wanted to or not, they still actionably took part. With leadership, there was something about wanting to take some sort of creativeness and do what you want to, and someone was trying to energy harvest. They've tried before to energy harvest. They wanted to be some sort of leader. Leo's coming up a lot, and Scorpio. So I don't know if you are a Scorpio or a Leo, or these are the areas they were trying to affect. You've got purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. And action, it's blocked, very blocked. Atonement. Someone's holding a grudge. Someone here has a grudge. Someone's taken this personally. Because I don't feel like this was the first plan. There's something about like, I had an ego rush, but it's more to do with like a power struggle. I don't know if that's the masculine or the feminine, like the Queen of Swords, or if it's the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. But someone here has a power struggle against someone in the collective, and the collective is just carrying on with their life, you know, mowing their lawn, brushing their hair, going to work, working out, praying, or doing their affirmations, cleansing their space. And then you've got this person over here doing the most, and they've taken something really personal. Etheric cord. Someone may need to do some sort of energy, like cord removal, cord cutting. They tried binding something. This Queen of Swords tried binding something, because you've got the 8 of coins in reverse and then you've got the 8 of coins upright. So this is also psychic. This is like a psychic attack. They tried calling in some sort of storm to bring in the air of depression or sadness through someone's dream state. Oh, it was supposed to attach something, and it wasn't successful because you've already mastered something or you've already healed something. Pay attention to the energy that you feel when you first wake up. I said that in my last reading as well. If you are feeling melancholy or you just don't feel right, if you feel like there's a weight in the back of your head that's not usually there and it's nothing to do with medical stuff because you've checked that already, that could be a hex being sent towards you or some sort of like etheric. Yeah, look, you got 6th chakra. Archangel Metatron, 3rd eye. trying to block someone's third eye, but sending the energy of like melancholy or depression, trying to bring in that energy of, you know, low vibrational, I don't love myself, or I don't see any worth in myself. And it didn't work. You already healed something here. They still want to get in and try and find a memory. What they feel like there's a memory that you have that keeps you safe, or a place that you go, like in the film The Fight Club. Not everybody has that. Some people just love themselves, or take time to love themselves and heal their wounds. And look, you've got fragmentation and it's upside down. That's soul fragmentation. This is healing, because when it's this way, this is leaving those parts of our self that are too traumatic or too hurt in other timelines, and leaving them there and just going, I can't look back at that. This way is doing the inner work. This is doing the healing. Trust in me, trust in us, I'm coming back for you. But this, for some reason, I got more was to do with faith rather than it being a love card, because I know that it says Twin Flames Guidance 555 on the back, but I saw this and it reminded me straight away of kind of like people's faith in something higher, be that in God, Allah, Vishnu, divine source, God, goddess. Trust in me, trust in us, I'm coming back for you. That's something that I feel like whoever these people are don't understand. The power of faith, be it if not in something higher, being in yourself, is so flipping strong. When you trust in yourself, or when you have faith in yourself or something higher, when someone sends something, you just give it up to the God, or you give it up to Allah, or you give it up to, it could be your inner child. Let's transmute that, and it's gone. And this is perplexing them because they have only ever worked with victimizing or oppressing those who don't love themselves or don't have self-worth. And look, you've got the 8th house. Use other people's resources, getting and using power as a life or death issue. Exactly. They've been doing this for seasons. They've been doing this for seasons to people. Anything else we need to know before I go? Different deck. What deck would you like me to get out? This one. I already got that one out though. Okay. What about this one? Yes. Okay. I'm going to get this one out and then go. So you've got passion in reverse. Those are fire signs. That's Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Your 1st, 5th and your 9th house in reverse. They were supposed to stop something by spring. They were supposed to put something out by spring. So I feel like this may have not been, I heard common assault. This may not even have been the first time that they tried doing this, but they've been given a certain timeline to do this in. Litha intensification. Yeah, this is what I mean by they're going to try it again. Make sure that you're cleansing your space, that you're cleansing your home, because that's my sign for home and family, that you are at your own pace, and if you need support to do so, looking into any family wounds that you may have that you can work on gently and slowly with no pressure. If you need to speak to a therapist or have your friends with you while you're doing so, make sure you're reaching out to them. Because look, there's more candle magic that they're trying to bring towards you. Maybe also there is a need to light a candle for your ancestors, or light a candle just for yourself. Patting yourself on the back like that 7 of Pentacles for how far you have come. Because we forget, sometimes we get caught up with the drama of what's happening in the background and this person's doing that and blah, 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 blah. But you're awesome. Look at you still standing here. And the thing is, you may not even feel like you're standing strong, but you're still standing. After things that have been thrown towards you, or hurdles, or these, you know, the dips before we have our highs again through life, and you're still here. Light a candle for yourself, if not for God, or for, you know, Vishnu or your guides or whoever it is that's protecting you. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of how far you've come. And I heard 2024 is going to be different. Yeah, something special's happening in the spring. High Priest or High Priestess. Listen. Something special is definitely coming in the spring for you. There's going to be a massive upgrade. I feel like we're constantly going through upgrades, but there's a massive upgrade coming in for someone. Oh, okay. I think that's the last one that they want me to take.
interesting. We have, yeah.
Because you have chalice and fulfillment upside down. This was the aim. That's the aim that they have by spring, to bring in some sort of discontentment. But I feel like it's going to go the other way. Someone's getting outed because you are a star and you're guaranteed success. So pay attention to your work, your health. Seek out more information if you need to. Rest, drink your water, and love yourself. Seriously, I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my lovely content. If you are a returning subscriber, hearts, kisses, you guys are awesome. I will see you in the next one. Bye.